Someone is about to call you to express their feelings and they expecting to. My beloved child, listen closely, because the moment you've been waiting for is already on its way. A phone will soon ring, and on the other end will be someone whose heart has been restless, someone who has carried words too heavy to keep inside any longer. They are preparing to call you not out of casual impulse, but because their soul has reached a breaking point of silence. For days, they have been rehearsing, thinking of the perfect way to say what has been hidden behind every glance, every hesitation, and every pause in conversation. This call is not just about words, it is about release, about confession, about unsealing a truth that has lived too long in shadows. They believe that once you hear their voice, you will finally see the pieces that were invisible all along. Imagine them sitting in solitude, holding their phone in trembling hands, staring at your name glowing on their screen. Their heart pounds faster than time, and their lips press together as if to hold back a flood of feelings that can no longer be suppressed. Every second that passes is filled with anticipation, every breath a countdown to the moment their courage bursts through. And when the call comes, it will not be small talk or surface words, it will be raw, it will be emotional, and it will hold within it the power to shift everything between you. Because this is not a call for convenience, this is a call written in destiny. They have thought of this countless times, running through the scene in their mind as if it were a movie they could not stop watching. What will you say? How will your voice sound? Will you accept what they reveal, or will the silence after their words cut them deeper than rejection ever could? These are the fears and hopes colliding inside them. You must understand, this person has carried a secret flame, one that flickers brighter with every memory of you. And now that flame refuses to hide any longer, demanding to be seen, demanding to be spoken. Their soul aches with the weight of confession, and soon that ache will pour out into your ears like lightning breaking the sky. The universe has already aligned the timing. There is no coincidence in this moment approaching. Everything, the delays, the pauses, the restless nights, was leading here, to this call, to this exchange of truths that can no longer be postponed. My beloved child, when you hear their voice, you will know instantly that this is not ordinary. Their tone will shake, their pauses will be long, their breath will tremble as though each word costs them the world to say. But once the words escape, they cannot be taken back. Stay present, because what they are about to reveal has the power to either heal wounds or open doors you never knew were waiting. Their feelings are deeper than the surface shows, and they have chosen you to carry the truth of them. This call will not be a passing event, it will be the spark that changes the rhythm of everything you thought you knew. Do not be surprised if you feel chills when the phone rings, as if your spirit already knows that destiny is reaching out. Do not be shocked if your heart races in sync with theirs, because souls connected by truth always move in rhythm. The moment is coming, and when it does, your entire body will recognize it as more than coincidence. They are expecting more than just a response, they are expecting you to listen, to feel, and to hold their vulnerability in your hands like fragile glass. They are entrusting you with the deepest corner of their heart, something they have never risked exposing until now. And whether you realize it or not, this moment has been waiting for you all along. It is not just their confession, it is your turning point. My beloved child, the moment of truth is circling closer with each passing hour. Somewhere right now, they are gathering the fragments of courage they once thought they lacked. Every thought of you is pushing them toward the edge where silence no longer feels safe. This is not about casual words, it is about a heart that has been unable to breathe freely without you knowing what lives inside it. Their spirit has reached the point where hiding feels like drowning, and speaking feels like the only way to rise to the surface. That is why the call is coming, whether you are prepared or not. Picture them in the quiet of their room, pacing back and forth, their phone glowing in their palm. Their mind is filled with rehearsed lines, yet their soul knows none of it will go according to script. Because true feelings, when finally spoken, pour out raw and unstoppable like a river breaking a dam. My beloved child, you must know that this moment carries destiny's fingerprint. The timing, the trembling, the urgency, it is all designed, all divinely guided, all pointing toward the revelation that is on its way to you. They are expecting your voice to become their anchor in this storm of vulnerability. They are expecting your silence to hold weight, your breath to carry understanding, your heart to recognize theirs even in stuttered words. More than anything, they are expecting you to feel what they have always felt. This person has guarded these emotions like a secret treasure buried deep within, but treasure is not meant to be hidden forever. It is meant to be discovered, revealed, and shared with the one who deserves it most. And they believe, with every ounce of their being, that you are the one who deserves to know. As the call nears, they will feel their pulse climbing higher, their chest tightening with both dread and hope. They are terrified of rejection but even more terrified of regret. And so they choose to risk it all, because living without speaking is a prison they cannot remain in. My beloved child, when their voice finally breaks the silence, let your spirit listen not only to their words but to the energy trembling behind them. Because sometimes what is not said is louder than what is spoken, and this moment will carry both. Do not underestimate the magnitude of this call. What they are about to release has lived in them for years, hidden under smiles and swallowed in unspoken pauses. To them, speaking this truth feels like stepping out of shadow and into the blinding light. You may notice the way their voice cracks, or how they hesitate before your name. You may hear a pause that seems longer than usual, but in those pauses are oceans of emotion begging for your recognition. Every beat of silence will speak louder than 1,000 sentences. This confession is not just for them, it is for you as well. Because hidden within their feelings is a mirror to your own, a reflection of truths you may not have wanted to admit but could never deny. And once it is spoken, there will be no turning back. My beloved child, brace yourself, for the call will carry both a weight and a gift. A weight of their vulnerability, and a gift of finally knowing what you were never meant to keep wondering. They will expect you to answer, not with judgment, but with presence. They are not asking for perfection, only for the chance to finally be heard, to finally be seen in the fullness of their heart. And by listening, you become part of their healing. The trembling in their voice will not be weakness, it will be proof of how much you matter. Each word will land heavy, not because it is rehearsed, but because it is pulled straight from a place too deep to fake. That is what makes this moment powerful beyond measure. My beloved child, when you hear it, do not run from it. Do not let fear silence your own soul. Instead, allow yourself to stand in this moment as if the universe itself pressed pause to give you this gift of truth. Because the one who is about to call is not simply reaching for your number, they are reaching for your heart, and they believe it will answer. My beloved child, understand this, when the call comes, it will not sound like an ordinary ring. Something inside you will shift, a strange anticipation will rise, and your spirit will whisper, "This is the moment." You will feel it before you even pick up. The person on the other end will not waste time with small words. They will breathe heavily, as if every inhale is carrying years of silence, and every exhale is pushing out a truth too heavy to contain. Their first words may tremble, but their meaning will be crystal clear. This is not about casual feelings or shallow admiration. What they are about to confess is born from a depth that has been hidden behind every conversation you thought was normal. Their emotions have been sitting in the shadows, waiting for the courage to finally stand in the light. My beloved child, their call will be the breaking of a dam. Once it begins, there will be no stopping the flow. What has been unspoken for so long will rush into your life with unstoppable force. They have lived in fear of your reaction, replaying scenarios where you reject, ignore, or misunderstand. Yet the pull of destiny is stronger than their fear. And so, despite their trembling, they are about to lay it all in your hands. The weight of their words will sit in your chest long after the call ends. They are expecting you to feel, not just to listen. They are expecting your silence to be heavy with understanding, not empty with distance. They are expecting you to catch them before they fall, because this call is not just about sharing, it is about surrendering. They are giving you the rawest version of themselves, stripped of all masks, hoping you will not turn away. My beloved child, the very act of dialing your number is their leap of faith. It is them saying, I choose to risk everything, because the truth is worth more than fear. When you answer, you will feel the tension in their voice. Their pauses will be longer, their sentences cut short by emotion. But in those fragments, in those unfinished words, lies a truth more complete than anything else. You may feel chills run down your arms. You may sense your heart beating faster, mirroring theirs. That is the universe reminding you that souls in alignment move as one. This person believes that what they feel is bigger than them, that destiny itself is pushing them forward. They believe you were meant to hear this, that hiding it any longer would go against the very path written for both of you. My beloved child, when the words finally spill, whether they come in a flood or in fragments, you will know instantly that nothing will be the same again. They will not just confess love, they will confess longing. They will not just confess longing, they will confess fear, fear of losing you, fear of never being understood, fear of carrying this secret to the grave. Every syllable will carry the weight of all these years. Do not be surprised if their voice cracks. Do not be surprised if they pause, choke, or even cry. Because these are not just feelings, they are wounds and dreams stitched together, finally breaking open. What they expect from you is not perfection, but honesty. They want to know if their truth has a place in your life, or if it will be left out in the cold. They want to know if the risk was worth it. My beloved child, the universe has waited for this exact moment. And now it is here, pressing itself into your hands, demanding that you decide how the story continues. My beloved child, there is something sacred about this call that is on its way. It is not just a phone ringing, it is destiny knocking at the door of your heart. The voice you will hear has been rehearsed in silence for far too long. Their emotions have boiled beneath the surface, unspoken yet undeniable. Every moment they looked at you, every second they thought of you, their heart whispered what their lips could never say. And now, the silence has grown too loud to bear. They will expect you to feel the sincerity, to sense the trembling truth in every pause. They will expect you to understand without needing many explanations. More than anything, they will expect you to recognize that this is not ordinary, it is fate. My beloved child, the universe has already chosen the timing. It is arriving like a storm, uninvited yet inevitable. And when it comes, it will shake everything you thought was steady. They may struggle to find the right words, but do not mistake their stumbles for weakness. Their voice will carry power even when it trembles, because truth always carries its own weight. And you will feel that weight settle into your soul the very moment it is spoken. You may hear them pause, their breath heavy, as though every word requires courage pulled from the deepest part of them. That is because this is not casual, this is sacred. They are handing you a piece of their soul. Their heart has lived in fear of this moment, yet it has also dreamed of it endlessly. Countless nights they replayed how you might respond, whether with warmth or with silence. But even in fear, their longing never died. My beloved child, this is why their call matters. It is not just words across a line, it is the meeting of two destinies in the most fragile yet powerful way. As the call unfolds, you may notice their tone change, softer when they speak of you, heavier when they speak of their fears. Their honesty will be raw, almost unbearable, but it will carry the beauty of something untouched by pretense. This is truth in its purest form. They will confess the nights they stayed awake thinking of you. They will reveal the moments you never noticed, where their eyes said everything their mouth could not. And they will admit that silence was no longer survival, it was torture. Do not underestimate how much this call costs them. It is the bravest step they have ever taken, to stand before rejection and still choose to speak. That alone shows the depth of what you mean to them. My beloved child, when you hear their words, you will know you were chosen for this moment. Because only your heart has the power to hold what they are giving. And when the call ends, nothing will feel the same. Your silence, your response, your every breath will linger in their memory like fire that cannot be extinguished. They will replay it in their mind 1,000 times, clinging to the way you made them feel in that fragile moment. The truth will hang between you like a new horizon, impossible to ignore. Whether it draws you closer or changes your path forever, the fact remains, destiny has spoken. And once destiny speaks, no one can silence it. You will realize this was not just about their confession, it was about your awakening too. Because in their words lies a reflection of your own hidden truths, ones you never dared to face until now. My beloved child, the call is more than communication, it is transformation. And its echo will follow you long after the line goes silent. My beloved child, even before the phone rings, you will feel a strange stirring inside you. As if the air has thickened, as if time itself is holding its breath. That is the universe preparing your heart for what is about to unfold. The person on the other end is carrying a confession that has lived in their chest like a burning flame. It has kept them awake at night, whispering to them in dreams, echoing in every quiet moment. And now, it refuses to stay hidden any longer. They are expecting your soul to recognize the truth in their voice. They are expecting your silence to mean understanding, your breathing to mean acceptance. More than anything, they are expecting destiny to do the talking for both of you. My beloved child, this call is not ordinary. It is a key unlocking a door that has remained sealed for too long. And once it opens, there will be no closing it again. Their voice may crack, and their words may stumble. But within those cracks lies honesty, and within those stumbles lies courage. For it is not easy to bare one's heart, yet they are willing to risk everything. They have prepared themselves for every possible reaction from you. Yet deep down, their greatest hope is not just that you will listen, but that you will feel the same. That your heart will leap in rhythm with theirs, finally breaking its own silence. This call is not only their release, it is also their offering. They are laying before you their fears, their regrets, their dreams, and their longing. They are trusting you to hold it gently. My beloved child, never forget how sacred this moment is. It is not chance, it is alignment. It is heaven itself weaving your stories together in real time. When you answer, the world will seem to blur around you. Their trembling words will pierce through the noise, and for those minutes, nothing else will exist except their voice and your heartbeat. The rest of life will fade into the background. You may notice how their tone shifts, soft when speaking of love, heavy when speaking of fear. Every inflection will carry the weight of emotions that could no longer stay hidden. And you will know that this moment is truth. They will speak of things you did not know they noticed, small details about you that only someone deeply attentive could have remembered. They will reveal how long they have carried these feelings, and how painful it was to stay silent. My beloved child, in their vulnerability you will see their strength. Because true bravery is not in hiding emotions, it is in exposing them despite the risk. And when the confession is finally spoken, the silence after will feel eternal. That silence will not be empty, it will be full of electricity, full of meaning, full of everything that cannot be said in words. In that silence, hearts will answer more loudly than voices ever could. You will feel the shift instantly, like the ground beneath you has changed. This is the kind of truth that rewrites stories, the kind of moment that cannot be erased. Whatever happens next, life will not return to what it was before. Their expectation is not just to be heard, but to be received. They are hoping that you will cradle their heart as tenderly as they placed it in your hands. That your soul will whisper back the affirmation they have longed for. My beloved child, prepare yourself, for this call is not simply a conversation. It is the collision of fate, the unveiling of destiny, the revelation of love that waited for the perfect time. My beloved child, you may not realize it now, but this call is the culmination of countless unspoken prayers. They have whispered into the night, asking for courage, asking for a sign, asking for the strength to finally reach you. And now, heaven has aligned their heart with their voice. The closer the moment gets, the heavier their chest feels. Every beat of their heart drums louder, echoing like a countdown toward destiny. Their hands tremble as they clutch the phone, knowing this is the step that will change everything. They are not expecting perfection in your response, only truth. They are not expecting long explanations, only presence. They are expecting you to understand the depth of what it cost them to finally say these words aloud. My beloved child, this is not just about their confession, it is about your awakening. It is about recognizing that some truths are too powerful to remain hidden. When you pick up, listen beyond the words. Listen to the shaking in their tone, the pauses that say more than sentences ever could. Listen to the silence that follows, because silence often carries the weight of the deepest emotions. They will reveal how long they have carried this for you. They will admit that every time they saw you, they wanted to speak but their courage failed. They will confess that keeping quiet has felt like suffocating slowly, day by day. This call will be their release. And at the same time, it will be your revelation. You will finally see what their eyes, their actions, their presence have been saying all along. My beloved child, this is why the moment is sacred. It is not chance, it is the unfolding of destiny, written long before you even knew it was coming. You may feel your hands shake as you hold the phone. You may feel your own heart pounding in rhythm with theirs. That is the bond between two souls finally confronting the truth they can no longer deny. They are expecting you to recognize yourself in their confession. They are expecting you to see that their feelings are not one-sided, but deeply connected to the energy between you both. And when you realize it, something inside you will shift forever. This call is the breaking of walls. It is the removal of masks. It is the moment where both hearts step out of the shadows into the light of truth. My beloved child, prepare yourself, for once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. Once truth is spoken, it becomes the foundation of everything that follows. And when the words fall into the open air, they will hang between you like a bridge. That bridge will either draw you closer or show you where you truly stand. But either way, it will be undeniable. They are not calling you for closure, they are calling you for a beginning. They are not seeking to end something, they are seeking to open something new. Their hope is that you will take their hand across that bridge. The universe is holding its breath for this moment. Every coincidence, every delay, every quiet whisper has been guiding you both to this exact point. Now it is here, and it is unshakable. My beloved child, do not be afraid of what you are about to hear. It is not meant to harm you, it is meant to free you. My beloved child, this person has carried feelings like a secret letter sealed in their chest. For so long, they feared opening it would destroy everything, but now they believe opening it is the only way to truly live. That is why their trembling hand is reaching for your number. They have imagined this moment so many times, wondering if their voice would even work when the time came. Their heart has rehearsed, their mind has planned, but they know reality will spill raw and unpolished. Because true emotions are never perfect, they are always real. Do not mistake their shaking for weakness. It is proof that you matter more than words can capture. Their fear only magnifies the depth of their love. My beloved child, when you hear them, remember this: people only tremble when something sacred is about to be revealed. The call is not about games or shallow flattery. It is about the raw confession of a heart that has reached its breaking point. And when a heart breaks open, it does not hold back, it pours out everything at once. They are expecting you to feel the sincerity before the words even finish. They are expecting your silence to be filled with presence, not distance. They are expecting you to honor their courage, because courage this raw is rare. For years, they hid it behind smiles, behind half-finished sentences, behind moments that could have been more if only they dared. But now, hiding feels like suffocation. And speaking feels like freedom. My beloved child, that is why this call carries destiny's weight. It is not only their turning point, it is yours too. When the line connects, you may feel time slow down. Their hello will not sound like any other hello you've heard. It will be heavy, trembling, and alive with everything unsaid. Their words may come out uneven. They may pause, restart, stumble, and break. But do not look for perfection, look for truth, because that is all they are offering you. This call is not about polished speeches, it is about a soul unclothing itself. And what you hear will be so raw, so real, that you will know it could not be anything but destiny. My beloved child, prepare your spirit, for once this truth is spoken, nothing between you will ever be the same. And when the confession finally leaves their lips, the silence after will be sacred. That silence will hold more power than words, because in it, both your hearts will respond without speaking. That silence will be the true answer. You will feel your chest heavy, your breath deeper, your soul awakened. This is not something the mind can explain, it is something only the spirit can recognize. And your spirit will know it has heard destiny itself. They are not calling for the sake of curiosity, they are calling because life without truth has become unbearable. They are calling because their heart can no longer survive in hiding. And they believe you are ready to hear what was always meant for you. My beloved child, this moment is holy. And when it comes, treat it as the gift it truly is.